Ragers, if you don't know who I am, my name is Gem. Sorry, I have to go through this whole spiel again. My name is Gem, or Strawberry Gem. I'm a chatty variety streamer that plays retro games on original hardware when possible. We're going to delve into the PlayStation 1 games that I grew up playing, like, next month. It's going to be great. Let's see what else. We were working on a Mario. We finished his hat today, so he has a hat. He's a little bit lopsided right now. There we go, that's better. Yeah. So we've got all the different parts for Mario, his legs, his feet, his arms, his body, his sideburns, his hair and stuff. We just need to, sew everything together. I did teach some history earlier. I was teaching people, like, history of, the panhandle of, Oklahoma and Central Park in New York City, and, history of a lake in Georgia, so, I do teach history as well, but I'm not a history teacher, I am an English teacher, fun fact, but, English and, theater teacher. But yeah, Raiders, if you have to raid and run, totally understand, but we're about to get into some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, so I hope you'll stick around. That was a good spiel. That was a really good spiel. Okay, let me get controller set up, and then we'll change the category. Yeah. So with the going to a new school, I have to move, and I'm so looking forward to moving, but, like, legitimately am looking forward to moving. It's just, it's gonna be a lot. Okay, okay, let me change categories. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Okay, so we changed categories. We turn off the music. Me put on my headset and plug it in. So that I can hear the game. Press the A button. Well, if I could frickin' read. Is it making noise? It is not making noise. This is interesting. Hold up. Not making noise. Probably because I wasn't on the right screen to begin with. Hold up. I missed whatever they said at the beginning, so. You were productive, I'm so proud of you! Clap on the back. I'm gonna eat a chocolate real quick, because I feel like it. So, watch me while I eat a chocolate that's very gooey. Stinky clean, yay! Interesting. Okay. Okay, here we go. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Alright. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai! The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood! The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Ooh, nice poster. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Be careful what you wish for. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? That's a whole frickin' mood. I'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. It'll be okay. One second, my HDMI cable keeps coming undone. Okay. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Beep! Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here for a second because we have an ad break starting in 40 seconds. Don't want y'all to miss anything. So we're gonna take the ad break. I'm gonna chat with y'all. Feel free to stick around and we'll continue where we left off once ads are done. Appreciate your patience with the ads. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. I feel like I've seen so many ads today, even though I haven't seen a single one, but like I keep seeing the incoming ad break so often. Hi sweetie, what's up? Hi, handsome. My handsome man. You a good boy? Okay. Speaking of, can I put this in here? I can. Hallelujah. not really done anything productive all day. I keep checking my emails. I did send some emails and apply for some jobs, but feels like I didn't do enough, you know? My goodness. Huh. Interesting. Oh no, you don't have a trainer pass, Outcast? How did that happen? You got a Tepig! Aww. Cute little fire pig. Dang. Yeah, that happens, Outcast. I'm sorry you went through that. Alrighty. We are back from ads. Thank you again for sticking through the ads. It really means a lot to me and helps me a lot. So, so we just left off with the Steel Samurai has killed a villain in real life, and Maya's begging Nick to come to the office, or Phoenix to come to the office. Beep. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. I bet it was poison, and the spear was used as a prop, like a dramatic prop. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring. Beep. Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick! Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I decided this will be our first case. That's a lot. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. Alright, to the detention center. October 16th, detention center, visitors room. Detention. Wow. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa! What are you saying? Yes?
Something wrong?
No! This is getting off to a great start.
I know, you're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no!
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, Evil Magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set.
Oh, wow.
They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? Playing the piano, right? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the Evil Magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the Evil Magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? The cat is playing the background music. I love it. Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go!
I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. To the studio! Excuse me. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show! Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today, something horrible happens and all you wasting your time in a place like this, don't you know? Or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. I was young, things were might different with hippie clothes. What are the youths coming to these days? My son hasn't called in.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No! You were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Willpowers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Willpowers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers as a request.
Humph, I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. So we need to go. Can I present this?
What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Alright, back to the detention center we go.
Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me?
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course!
Powers' request added to the court record. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Alright, let's move. Back to the studio. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate of youth to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad!
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you!
Well, time to go, Nick!
50 cents!
But there's a dressing room in the employee area. There's also another gate. How are we supposed to get through that? Okay, we'll just cross it when we get to that, I suppose. Move! Outside Studio 1. Congratulations on capturing Sliggoo. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah! It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault! I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
So?
Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Let me just wipe my eye real quick. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright. Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe. So how is your investigation going, detective?
Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Oh, thank you. Time of death at 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murderer.
I just realized the game is like really loud. Sorry, guys. There we go.
The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
What kind of evidence?
Well, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that.
Oh.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied?
Oh, God.
Are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
Irk. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Yeah! Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
Excuse me. About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. I think that's it. Oh, there's a van. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Yeah, that's it. Okay, she doesn't want any of that. Let's move to the employee area. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers, it must be deep to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick! Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir.
What do you mean, find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Oh, wait! Look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Okay, let's go. Oh, wait, there's a slide? Oh, there's more. Huh. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Old Tokyo Castle. Thank you so much for the follow, friendo. I appreciate you. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? Good point. There's a forklift. There's some food. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? That's a whole frickin' mood, though. You were at the store when Oki raided? Oh my goodness! Yes, Oki did raid in here. How was the store? Hope you got some good stuff. I'm a little sad because my favorite fabric store in the U.S., favorite store to get yarn from in the U.S. is shutting down, so, I don't know where I'm gonna get my yarn from. I'm so sad. But welcome in, friendo. Let's go back. Let's go inside the dressing room. I know, it's very sad. They declared bankruptcy and then a company bought them out and decided to close all the stores. So, it's very sad. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have?
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look!
An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. Great, now we're thieves. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! Nick, try this on!
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Okay, I think that's it in here. So let's go back to Studio 1. Woohoo! Congratulations, Outcast! Excuse me, security lady. We're gonna go to Studio 1 now. Can I show him the card?
Hey, detective! Take a look at this!
What's that? Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't show him that! He'll confiscate it!
Aw, he just wanted to show it off.
Detective, any ideas about this? Okay, how do we get past him, though? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind, but what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. I took that tree down with it too.
Oh yeah, there's a tree down. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh, yeah, that way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
Hey, there's a camera here.
That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number.
There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission.
Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count.
Ah, just what's that supposed to mean, pal?
Look there. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep! It opened!
All right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, let's look at the camera.
Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton!
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought!
Hey, you, no touching that! Oh. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know!
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people.
WP?
Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it.
I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent.
Don't worry, leave it to us!
Okay, let's keep looking around. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course, that's the mountain Neo Fujiyama?
Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo.
Oh, right.
Wow, look at that camera!
Oh wait, we already looked at the camera. Ah! Ladder.
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. This girl is out there.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more troubled than I thought. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Yeah, that's interesting. There's no blood on the floor. Very interesting. Okay, let's talk to this person, Penny. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see.
Only one assistant?
Yes, well, studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dress...
Oh, wait. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So you sensed someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Can I present her with the autopsy report? Oh, this is just the map. I thought we had the picture, but we don't have the picture yet. We need to get that picture from Gumshoe. Okay, let's go back to the main gate. October 16th, Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek!
Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there's no tomorrow, saying this, that, and the other thing. Well, I don't know the government of the inspectors. Shame with your youth nowadays. Hurrah!
She left.
Well, Nick?
This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick!
Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with his computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Oh, shit. There! Entered!
Nothing happened.
Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong.
Maybe we should go look at that camera again.
No, we'll just keep trying, because I got a number. We're gonna try 307. There! Entered!
Hey! It printed out the data for that day!
Let's see what we got. Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we just use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued! Dun, 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 dun. Yes, please. Save it right here. Yes, overwrite. Okay, I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I just had a thought while I was in the bathroom. I wonder who the prosecutor is for this. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Smiles Edgeworth.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir! I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to that whole thing again? I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time?
I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine, once more for the mentally challenged lawyer.
Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. The employee area. Actors did a run-through during the morning. The lady was there at 1 p.m. There's a gate. Studio 1. Wait a second. Doesn't the picture we have a different time? 2 p.m. Shoot. No, it doesn't. On the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. That's a lie. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. What about the director? The director should be there. Even though it's a rehearsal, the director should be there. I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval.
Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Okay, so Gumshoe said there were 3 people. This lady's probably gonna say there was more. Will the witness declare her name?
Why, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically, when I was young, I was not an old bag, but really a dearie. How other people would make fun of me, but there was this one boy, the captain of the chess club in high school, he called me an old bag.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. Witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony?
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness's account. Here we go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant then.
Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. I'm gonna push... We know that's true. I'm gonna press her here. A run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon? What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question!
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. I never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said! Go wax in your ears, Sonny! Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again, it was him!
Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Mrs. Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers.
No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder? True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble pulling her old bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Let's go! Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, Nintendos! How's it going? How did your stream go? Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. You might be stuck in ads, I'm not sure. If you are, I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for the raid, I appreciate you. I'm gonna take a swig of water. Alrighty.
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
OBS test was successful, that's so good. Excuse me. Wow, old Windbag's left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Oh my god, the man in the photo. You had a few hiccups. Oh no! Well, I'm glad OBS seems to be working for you, though.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay, here we go. Hold it!
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today always whining about each other, pointing the fingers this way, and that's enough to make an old woman cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Run through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Should we object or wait and see what happens? Oh, I don't know. What should we do, guys? I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to choose. Wait it out. Okay. Okay. We'll try it. I think I'll wait and see where this goes.
I suppose since there weren't any additional crew members at the studios that day, it's quite likely that it was the defendant inside that costume. I see no problem with this evidence.
Most perceptive, Your Honor. He still doesn't seem that convinced to me, I hope. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Witness's account continued.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh dear. Did we do the right thing? I hope we did the right thing. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking? Right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
Couldn't they just climb over the gate?
Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
How? Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy?
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? 2:30 p.m. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. That's a lie! Because this photo literally says 2 p.m. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, it might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
That's not what I was going for, but okay.
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day, yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Itchy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Uh-oh.
Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right! I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Here we go. Every day
After I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
This bitch. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Good lord. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the computer and check them. Suspicious looking. Remembered, quote unquote. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers' photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second! Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and...
And?
They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about in 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see this type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right! As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. Oh, thank the Lord. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. Oh my word. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
Oh, I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Well, let's look at this. Honestly, the costume, the pants legs are too big, so it could have been the kid. It could have been the kid. And it doesn't look like that spear has been taped with duct tape. It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
God damn, now we have to pick a person.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. It's the kid, I'm telling you. Order? Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Puh. Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the Steel Samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Maybe that was a dumb move on my part.
Maybe. How about absolutely, Nick?
What? No! I'm being fucking serious! It had to have been the assistant then. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh, that kind of takes the legs out from under that case. Well, fucking hell then. Fine. This. One more chance, please. I only have one more lady I can suspect. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag! That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
But what? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Press further! The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops!
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure?
Oh, or is it nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Huh? You would need a card key to get into the studio. That's what I'm going with. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a... Oh my gosh! Hi, Pop! Welcome in, Pop! Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh, so many raids today. We're currently playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy on the Switch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, congratulations on landing, Lee! Oh my gosh, how are you, Lee? It's so good to see you. Silly geese dropping in? Welcome in. In case you all don't know me, my name is Gem or Strawberry Gem. I'm a chatty variety streamer who tries to stream retro games on original hardware when possible, and we also do crochet. We were crocheting Mario earlier, and this is what we got so far. We also have his body and everything else, but we need to put everything together, so we started playing Phoenix Wright about an hour and a half ago. But thank you so much for the raid, and if you have to raid and run, I totally understand. Feel free to do so. Oh, a new Monster Hunter on Friday. Oh, let's go. That's so exciting. Hi, Busby. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness. But yes, raiders, if you have to raid and run, I totally understand. Please feel free to do so. You can raid, lurk, leave, whatever makes you comfortable. Lunch and a nap. Oh, how fun. Enjoy your nap. So we're currently in the middle of a murder trial. There is, it's a samurai murder trial. They're saying that the lead killed, the actor who plays the lead killed the actor that played the villain. Jansen did it. And we're trying to figure out who did it. Right now we're accusing the security lady of doing it because, she knows where everything is, and the murder happened in Studio 1, and you need a card key to get into Studio 1. So that's where the evidence that we're going with right now. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well.
Edgeworth did it.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wow, well, we gained another day.
Wait a second!
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Oh, good grief. Another testimony. This is like the 5th testimony she's given. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Oh, God.
But Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
I feel like he hammered down saying court's over for today. That should be it. There were some other people at the studios. Who were these people? That's literally what I said.
Well, the director and the producer for...
I told y'all! I told y'all! There's no freaking way that it would be just the 2 actors and the assistant and the security lady. There's always a director and a producer. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
Still say Jansen did it. So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
So Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Oh, the path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but yeah. They said they had nothing to do with it. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder!
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, thank God. Holy moly. Hi, Colo. How are you doing? Yes, she is saying that she was bribed to be quiet. So clearly, one of the bigwigs did it. Oh gosh, October 18th, 1:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing.
Grin. What's Boss NCT? It's a song by the K-pop group NCT. It's called Boss. It just plays a little bit of it.
Hi, Colo.
Weeb. No, the correct term is, K-popper, but thank you.
Oh, or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor Old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
The correct term is turbo nerd. What? I was mostly testing out my settings and getting everything ready to stream more. Okay. I want to say let's keep going with this episode because otherwise we're gonna forget what happened. We're not gonna play this for weeks, and then we'll get in the middle of like the trial and we'll be like, whoa, what happened? I forgot. So let's keep going. Oh, back. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Whew, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Okay. Here we go. October 18th, 2:16 p.m., Global Studios main gate.
No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them.
October 18th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey, Nick, it looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
Alright, here we go. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is a studio?
Let's examine.
Slide over.
A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
What is this thing? A furnace? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Yeah, where are the bones? If they had steak, where are the frickin' bones? There's a big 2 painted here.
Probably because this is Studio 2.
Probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set.
Nick, let's go inside!
You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks.
There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, and there's a section of the fence that's bent. What the hell? October 18th, Studio 1.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else. Nick?
We've already read a bunch of this. Okay, yeah, there's no reason to be here. About to try the Elite Four in Pokemon Ultra Moon to finish off your Nuzlocke? Oh my gosh, good luck. Good luck. Should we go to... Let's go to the employee area real quick.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? She covered it up with cardboard?
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right?
Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right?
Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them.
Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Old Bag.
Right, see you later then.
Good luck with your investigation.
What the heck did she do here?
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Whoa, wait. I feel like we should leave it. Nah, I think we should leave it on. They only just repaired it. And if we take it off, that assistant will get yelled at by you-know-who.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, I didn't expect her to take it that hard. Should we remove it, guys? Maybe there's evidence in there? Shoot, what should we do, guys? It seems risky. See, my thing is that if someone attempts to come back, but there would be no fanboys coming to see rehearsals and stuff because there are no rehearsals because Powers is in custody right now. He's in detention. So it should be okay to rip open. I wonder if there's something in there that the security lady's trying to hide. Let's try it. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. It is cardboard and tape, after all.
Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes?
Hi-ya! There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. That's it! Wait, that's not what I wanted to look at. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Oh well. Move to the gate. And Penny should be here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you look a little out of place.
It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
Let's talk to her. So how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet.
So they were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh?
That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway?
Looks like she didn't know about this photo or the injury that morning. Oh, never mind. Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon.
You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around.
So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Okay. October 18th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier.
Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Yes.
Do fanboys sneak into the studios often?
No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess.
Was the director present at the morning run-through?
Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked to keep it quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see.
Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
Regarding this photograph.
Yes?
This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right?
Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest.
But who else could have worn it?
Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes? I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep.
But who? Regarding the murder weapon.
Yes?
Is it heavy, that spear?
It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard.
We found this card key in your dressing room.
Oh, that's mine, yes.
Can people outside the studios get these cards?
I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is.
Huh.
Okay, I don't have anything else. Oh shoot, I'm missing something. What to do? What do you think we should do?
What have I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer.
Oh right, then there's no point hanging out here.
That's what I've been saying!
So we gotta go back to the studios? Question mark? Let's go back to the employee area, and we'll go inside the dressing room. What the? Who the Judas Lamau?
Oh, Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great salmonella?
What a name.
I make Toluche shows, the Steel Samurai mine. Read the film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You looked so sorry.
Oh no, quite alright, really, it's fine, rueful.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection, yeah, hot. Hey, you do a lot of cosplay, 'cause that costume rocks, sirs.
Rock sores? What? Hey, you're drooling.
Huh? LOL, buffer overrun.
This is disgusting.
You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me, Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo.
Wow.
Ruffle Lamau.
Pink Princess?
Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know who you dudes are. The security lady told you about us, eh?
That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning, then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch.
A T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah, sucksers. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius, mad skills all the way, scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time.
Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning?
The boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension.
Were all of them with you the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses.
This is WP, right?
How do you know?
Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot.
Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. I do not like this director. He's disgusting. Has anything been moved? Okay, let's move back to... Oops, wrong thing. Go back to the main gate. And we're gonna talk to... Or we're gonna present... Wait, we can't present... Ah, shoot. Let's move to the detention center. I might have all the information I need now. Ah, shoot, I'm still missing something. In the trial, they said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem.
This monkey head is real heavy.
Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell.
Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. The studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant. I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything, and you'd probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. That's not helpful. Okay. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Crash!
Eek! Nick! What was that noise?
It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked.
What? Don't we have the key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us. Okay, now we go back to the main gate.
Aha! You again! Eek! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post.
Oh, you certainly got back to your post quickly.
The police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Oh my gosh. I think she's losing it. Okay. Let me examine stuff then. It's been turned off for the day. The security guard station, I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
Better investigate there later. Overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. Damn, what are we supposed to do now? Where did the girl go? Where'd Penny go?
Hey! Hey, wait!
I'll bet he came in right through that drain.
Hey, Kiddo, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid! What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
You gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp and pretty mad. We're about to have an ad break in 30 seconds, everyone, just a heads up.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Easy. Like some fries with that? Oh, not bad, Kiddo. Watch it.
What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
The Steel Samurai always wins, always!
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
No way I'm telling you, losers.
What? Wait! Let me go. He's gone. Huh?
Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Empty bottle reads sleeping pills. Very interesting. What was that kid saying?
He saw everything.
Okay, he's still here. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post.
Hey!
Nick, that was her!
Stop! Whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Yes!
Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Okay, let's examine this stuff now. Hey, Nick! Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea.
Oh! This is it, Nick.
The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Okay, now we go back to Studio 2. And now we go back inside. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened!
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, it's the producer lady.
Eek! Someone's in here.
Names.
Our new names? We're WP's lawyers, and,
I see.
And who might you?
Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her!
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick? Are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manella, give him this.
Why do we have to do your errands?
I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. All right, we'll give it to him if we see him. The memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Wow. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my gosh, you landed again, Lee! Congratulations!
Oh my god.
That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance. With a samurai on a horse? Thank you for the confetti. An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Is there anything in the trash? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Okay. Let's go. She's not going to talk to us unless we give her the script. So let's go give this dude... He's just being creepy about that. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Oh, my ass is bound if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. We've got to look for the frickin' script! I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. What is this? Is this a script? Oh, it's a bunch of snacks. Director ate the snacks. Very compelling, right? Let's look out here for the script. Let's see, cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. Okay, we've already read that before. I don't see anything that looks like a script anywhere. So let's move to the main gate. And then we'll move to Studio 1. Oh, I bet it's that, thing in the director's chair. We're back at the scene of the crime. It's in the toilet. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. It's right there on this chair. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick! The script! Good work. Yay! Okay, now we go back to the producer. This one's a lot of moving. They're not usually like this. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers' lawyers. Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Oh, we have to ask her a question now. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head? Oh, right, that. What an original name. The head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Y'all could have climbed over the frickin' downed tree. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1.
What?
It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See, goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head data added to the court record.
What did we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. I know, right, Lee? Again with the clock. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Is that Mia? Huh? You've got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right! Oh, wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What do you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers.
He also has a camera. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks, now I'm more worried than I was before. Yeet the child! Back to the studio we go. October 18th, Global Studios main gate. What's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
She's been chasing that boy this whole time.
When I catch him,
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper.
A hostage? The security guard station. Miss Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it in the desk in there. Wait, what does she mean she has a... what happened to the boy?
If I see him again, I'll lay him flat!
My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now.
My heart, I don't feel so good.
Is she okay?
But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died.
Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran.
The camera?
He'll come back for this one.
It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I?
No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do!
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Can I give her the sleeping pills? Whew! She's too busy catching her breath to tell me anything. Miss Oldbag, I'm borrowing this, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Just be sure to give it back.
Wow, okay. What can I give this lady? Adderall? I don't know if that's going to help. Let's go back to the main gate. Let's go to the employee area. October 18th, Global Studios employee area. Hey! Hey, you! Well, wait a sec! Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it! He's getting away! Come back! There, he's back. How did she? Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please?
Oh, I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you.
Yo!
And I'm Phoenix Wright.
Who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
But hey, what's that attitude? Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? I don't have anything to give him! Oh, unless I give him this?
The samurai spear, that's totally cool. I wish I had one too.
This kid and Maya would get along great. Okay, I can't give him that. Okay, so let's go back to the employee area. Let's go. The only other place I can think to go would be Studio 2. Okay, there's nothing in here. We'll go to the detention center real quick. October 18th, detention center, visitor's room. I guess Mr. Powers is in questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Okay, champion battle. Ready? Go you. We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. I've got to give her something. But I don't know what I'm supposed to give her.
Hey, that's a card. Studio One?
Right, a card key to Studio One.
I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio One isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then?
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio One. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though.
Thank you. I may have a use for this. Okay. Now I can go question the kid in the dressing room. Cody, this look familiar?
Hey, you are!
You are? Huh?
You are! You know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this if you help me.
That's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble.
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay, the only other place I can go is I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna try and go to Studio One. Oh, it won't let me. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer.
Oh, hi.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always.
Okay, whatever you say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios.
But his popularity had been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened...
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh.
Wait. That's it! That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a... Huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please.
Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Okay.
Really? Thanks. Then this is for you.
QRP card added to the court record. Oh, down goes Dewdra.
Yahoo!
And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Now we go back here, and back to the gate, and back to the employee area, and back to the dressing room, and then we present to this kid. See this card?
Yeah, so wait! That's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me!
Wow, I've never seen him so eager.
Right!
Okay, how about a trade?
You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. So, you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool!
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
Oh, me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
His fighting skills. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins, always! Check this out, it's my fan album!
What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public?
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one.
Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Path to Glory received. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything.
Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that,
What is it, Cody?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal!
Oh, great.
I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going. Wah!
That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Congratulations, Lee! I'm so proud of you. Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please! I need you there! Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is! That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great, thanks, Mia. See you soon. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew, let's try and get through this trial, shall we? October 19th, 9:42 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
Why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Thank you for frogging, Lee. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? Hi, Silverstone! Oh, please get some rest. Thank you so much. We're just gonna finish this trial and then end stream. Yeah, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hug. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob, ruffle. Salmonella, I'm a director, television. Were you at the Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
Wow. Hi, Retro! Aww, I'm glad you're having a good time, Retro. Thank you for the hug. Aw, it's good to see you. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. Is that when you always come into work?
Oh no, I come in at all sorts of...
Oh
no, I come in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry.
Still, for real, I was pretty busy all that day.
Tell us more about that. How much is a lot more time?
I'm pretty sure Jill already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Which of course led to me missing my lunch. Rosfs.
Rofs? Rolling on the floor, starving?
I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch.
So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix.
Yeah?
Doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manila, just now you said steak, at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation.
I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. No, I didn't want to do that. Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say,
Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. Nobody left the table during the whole meeting? Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila.
What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Oh my gosh. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, Ruffle.
Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Rick.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Oh gosh, here we go. The break.
Yeah, Flu, we took a break, Ruffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. The break. We took a break. Only 15 minutes. How do you know it was 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh, right, the other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes is quite a feat. Why is that?
It's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast.
Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food, lol.
Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible. It's not possible because the path was blocked. That's not what I wanted to do. I pressed the wrong thing. Did I present this at the right? I didn't present this at the right place. Damn it! Oh my god, where do I do this? Where do I... Ah! There's so much contradictory evidence here. So, like, we got this photo that says it was taken at 2 o'clock. This clock blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 o'clock. Time of death was 2:30, and he's saying they took a 15-minute break between 2:30 and 2:45. It's going good. I just need to figure out what piece of evidence I can use to present. I didn't mean to do that. I want to press here. I don't know who's the culprit at this point. I just know my client is innocent. from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. I don't know where to present this information. We're gonna try one more time. You finished arranging your room yesterday? That's so good! Okay, clearly we're presenting the wrong evidence and stuff. Huh. So what evidence am I supposed to present? We have the guide map. We have a picture. We have the spear. We have sleeping pills. I really don't know which evidence to present. So we're gonna try and speed through this to get to the part where we were. I don't remember where I pressed him. Okay, so we got back to the break testimony. Yeah, we took a break, but it was only 15 minutes. 15 is only 13 in base 12. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Street Fighter, yeah. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One, so we just had to press every single time. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
I claim it, and claim it loud. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
All right, I've got the judge thinking now. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path between the studios was blocked? Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right! True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Great, they're gonna bring the kid to the stand now.
Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
October 19th, 11:04 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Literally, Retro. Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me?
I be Judge Retro.
It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Oh goodness, here we go. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, my throat hurts.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Thank you, Retro. Oh my god, he's so short! Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, all right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
There we go. Will the witness state his name and grade? Witness.
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness, Cody? He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth would be fine.
I prefer bearded gentlemen, thank you very much.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
He didn't have his camera? What the heck? Okay, I have a couple places I want to press him on. I went through the woods. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
We do have an ad break starting in a minute, everyone. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez!
Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow,
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio? The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
Okay, and then we asked him what kind of bad guy. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. I'm so confused. I wonder what he's up to in the woods. Me too. Me too. I am so lost. I don't know what to present. But literally he said he always carries it, so this is the objection. A quick guess. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Okay.
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Lurking his face, right? So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
That's not a good explanation. So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see, and what happened next?
The bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
Well, how did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, so something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops!
How should I play this? Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Ooh. Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer! We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Because he was trying to take pictures. Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah!
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye!
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh, he's crying now? Oh, dear.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
He's lying again! Oh my my gosh, this kid. This poor kid. So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you not notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried, but the lens wouldn't open in time. When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? I got it. This one. And then we take this. Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ugh! Mr. Wright! What exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No! Wait! No way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. I'm so lost! What is the truth? If Cody took a picture of the Steel Samurai...
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
It must have been the Steel Samurai didn't win. Hi, Trombone. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Order! I will have order! Well, witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Wow, this is a turn.
Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived on the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. I cannot get over Oldbag's voice.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it.
I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit.
Pops!
Huh, me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now.
Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume.
Right? But the number is 2! The studio number is Studio 2, not Studio 1! Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. They weren't at Studio One. They were not at Studio One. Your Honor, look at this.
I see a gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ugh. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible.
Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
This game is all about knowing the information and trying to figure out how the game wants you to share that info. Exactly. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Oh my god.
Bam!
Here at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 at the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Oh shoot, why do we find it significant? Both of these first two are important. But I feel like the game wants me to choose option 2. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2, and we've already let people from Studio 2, like, go free. They're probably, like, in China or something by now. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldberg saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Alright, Retro, have a great night. I don't think I have proof. Let's see what we have in the court record.
which one to pick.
Give me proof that the victim Jackhammer stole the costume. Thank you, Retro. Have a great night. Give me proof that the victim Jackhammer stole the costume. I don't have anything, though. So we have these sleeping pills, which we still haven't been able to use, but we know that they were used against our client. I'm just gonna say I don't have proof. Proof? Uh-oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything like that. Phoenix, even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. And I think you've got proof that's good enough to win them over. Just go for it, all or nothing. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? Actually, I do have proof. What? Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. The only thing I think I could go with is this. Okay, it's not like penalizing me, so. Do we use the sleeping pills now? This is it! Okay, finally we use the sleeping pills. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Phew! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. But me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Huh, maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too.
Dead?
Oh, of course we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
To be continued. Okay, as much as I want to finish the story today, I think we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna close her up. And we're gonna come back to this tomorrow. Because I do also have tomorrow off. So we'll just come back to it tomorrow. And have a good time. Finish... Oh, I still put that we were in makers and crafting. No, I changed the freaking category. Take a break. Come away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. There's a place I know. Yeah. We've been streaming for 11 hours, which is crazy. Yeah, we got a lot done today. I'm pretty satisfied. But I do need to eat and sleep. So, thank y'all for hanging in there and popping in, saying hello when you could. Thank you for lurking. Yeah. We are going to... Who can we raid?
Third arena, finish up the rest of Magawar Epilogue. I'm pretty sure that the sand ability is going to turn out pretty well.
Oh, I have my thing in.
If not, we'll have a couple of hours to do on that. So, alright, I'm going to go get some dinner, and I will...
Ah, he's raiding out. Okay, let's go raid my friend Croak. In case y'all don't know Croak, Croak is an amazing person, part of the Fruities team. Croak, I can't spell. So we're gonna go raid my friend Croak. They're currently playing The Witcher 3. Oh, my note's so itchy. Okay. But thank y'all for hanging around. I appreciate y'all. Can't spell. Yeah, have a great rest of your day, night, time zone, wherever you may be. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Come back and see us tomorrow is when we finish this case. And, yeah, have a great rest of your time zone. Thank you so much for being here. See y'all later. Bye.